I just decided to come live today and to do some full moon energies and perhaps some healing, and maybe spend this beautiful full moon energy period and see what the energies are. Also, I wanted to come. I hope you enjoyed my song that it was actually channeled song last uh, evening. It came towards the afternoon evening and it was like very strong channeled song, and this came very miraculously because I don't even know that music, so I just decided I'm gonna do some fun in this channel to make it more fun. So we're gonna be singing from now on. Probably not all, but most of the channeled songs, because as a singer, performer, and also songwriter, I want to combine this and have fun, with you guys. So we're going to do this, and we're going to call this. How do you call that? A series or sequence of the Humble Voice of Tarot channel, as we have the podcast. For instance, I have a podcast, Flowing in the Deep. So this one's going to be called Sync my channel song, meaning that this is the channeled song for collective, so all of us may have some divine message from it. So it's going to be called Sing My Channeled Song, and we're gonna have fun. I hope we're gonna have fun. Anyway, so I also wanted to come because eventually I didn't publish the live last night. I think it was last morning or something, because I was listening to replay and I see 222, and my higher self saw myself quite how we say, charged, and I didn't like the energy, so I just deleted it, and we're going to do some high vibes. Also, Matt, the Matt that came in last chat, I think I fried him a little bit, but I didn't mean to be charged. I was just this is the sensitive topic, and it usually comes to me. If it's meant to be some kind of message, it usually comes to me through the collective energy, and this one's very charged. So Matt, if you weren't a troll, because we had recently many trolls, so I've mistaken Matt to be a troll, like to try to just be one of those accounts that we are trying to delete here. But then I did answer, but I was very charged. So Matt, if you were truly genuinely a nice person asking about just a question, so I'm sorry, don't meant to feel like charged. I just, that topic is usually very sensitive for the collective energy. So, and if you were just trying to provoke, then it's fine, I don't mind. But anyways, I decided I'm gonna come today and do few readings maybe for all of you, because have you seen the full moon? I think it was yesterday. Honestly, I don't know much this period of time. I wasn't really reading much of astrology. So if any of you know when the full moon is, I think it should be somewhere around yesterday. Okay, also I'm going to be channeling a Pleiadian energy today, and we may probably speak more about the galactic race, one of the galactic races, or extraterrestrial beings. Somebody says also sometimes it's called are future humans from many thousands of light years ahead of us. So we can speak about this as well, and maybe discover more about Pleiadians, their lives, and their origin, and more details about all the Pleiadian civilization. And also we are listening a Pleiadian and Arcturian frequencies. It's a free, copyright free, apparently. So activate your light body and awaken higher consciousness. So let's do a divine meditation for calming the vibes and energies, and also protection against any negative energies and trolls. Yeah, have you also, last time I was streaming, I really felt such a energy that's why I deleted the channel, that I sensed, and I was like, okay, it could have been channeled, yeah, that energy, because sometimes when I do just channel whatever insights, it usually comes with the energy. But on the other hand, I didn't think why would that be continuing uh, in a life. Yeah, so I would rather to keep the videos where my energy is and collective energy is higher vibrational energy of love, light, harmony, peace. So I'm gonna be trying to focus on that a lot more as we all grow, each of us, even myself. We always find a better ways to move along. So I believe that we can both, all, not both, but all, um, really emit and yeah, emit this beautiful positive energy. Let's do that. And it was very heavy energies that last stream. I could feel it whole day. Yeah, I could feel whole day this kind of anxiety or charged. Yeah, but then I always keep myself in balance. So maybe it could have been, sometimes I ask, are these energies my energies, or is that a collective energy that I'm meant to share with everybody? um you know, there is also a lot of people, and I see it in the chats. Yeah, we need to especially I realized really that it could be very beautiful bridge for um, perhaps awareness between dimensions, and share it. And I wish that we would find, and I definitely will focus on it from now on, we will find more positive outcomes if we change that energy each time some um, trigger comes towards us. So we are and I felt that last time that each time somebody comes and really brings this oh, you are the witchcraft, you are I'm condemn you or whatever. Yeah, sometimes I still feel um, kind of sensitive towards some of those comments, because not because it would really affect me personally, but I feel that vibration of injustice that has been put upon humanity, yeah, from the, I don't know, dark side of the movie. And it always gets me, why humanity must have been but programmed or manipulated for so many years, and it gets me. I feel the collective energy of pain, as we all are. Yeah, and usually sometimes I see it from uh, the higher perspective of collective action records, and I usually connect to the high vibrational timeline explanation of that exact situation. And we have all have those possibilities to explore. That's why we're going to be creating the creators of the new earth, because everything's coming from within. And yeah, and I felt that there will be less and less these kind of divisions. We are going through the divisions. Hello Sebastian Giga, welcome to my channel. uh, I hope you're going to enjoy this topic today. We're going to just flow because I felt really guided. So basically, I chose to try to rise above it as well myself, and just to alchemize it in the real life, really on into the light, so we can use it as some kind of bridge to transcend from one dimension to another. You know, 1111. Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh my goodness. I'm going to actually pull up some cards. What we can actually feel that usually uh, as we flow, we can feel the energies and we can see just energetic spectrum. So what I felt really truly, that this full moon is very intense for releasing and changing the perspectives, changing the shifts of perception when there was some form of I can't remember the English words, but yeah, basically the changes of shifts that from one concept to another, or from let's say elevations, collective elevations towards new high perspective, and it's going to connect people in a more authentic and peaceful way, because it will feel no longer possible to pretend or to be not authentic. Yeah, we are coming into the era or period where we will try our best for the sake of a collective, and we will feel it empathically. We will feel how the veil is fading out, and we start seeing things, that old beliefs, old concepts, those that will be the think of a past. It, and also this three eye atlas is also not only activating the dormant DNAs in our being, yeah, but also it brings this each chakra into full activation, so full empty connection. Okay, so we are going to do some readings as well today, if you wish, and see what are the energies. So yeah, I feel that we may start feeling like there is a need to set strong boundaries in situations that kept repeating. We will set boundaries and rebuild that connection from that on. We will, or we may feel this activation of intuition more strongly, and those that felt heartbroken and felt that heart is not allowing to open for another love because it has experienced a lot of hurt. It feels that the heart is starting to expand more. The scars have been healed enough to take the leap and bring the heart out to the world again, to experience love, to experience new friendships. So it feels like those of you that felt really in isolation, self-implied isolation for healing and higher learning of why did I have to go through the situation that I've just recently done, and it broke my heart, but it brought out the best in you. You know, it brought out the innermost vulnerability within you. And some of you may feel humbled by it. And that's what crumbled, and now it's rebuilding again. And I feel that this is the period when energy of rising from that heartbreak and the healing into welcoming the new into our lives. Take that leap towards something that is finally here for our highest good. So, here is rebuilding through the higher where can't see like a mirror. Yeah. So how do you feel this period of time, everyone? Let's look at love. Yeah, embrace. Embrace what's coming. It may shaken you from old beliefs and old conceptions, but it will bring absolute sense of why it happened. Anyways, guys, so I don't see anybody here. I think it's the wrong hour. So I'm gonna cut it here, and I hope that we're going to have a better evening, perhaps later on. If you wish to have any free readings, I hope that you will um, get the notifications and we can do more readings next time. Any of you who enjoy this, I hope to see you next time. And yeah, thank you everybody. Enjoy this period. This period is beautiful full moon period where every one of us will feel it from our hearts. So don't be afraid to open your heart and embrace what's coming take that leap to the things that you were afraid of, and just let's jump. Hello, Sue. Welcome. You just saw the notification, yeah? Oh my god, so delayed, isn't it? Well, I don't even know. I'm happy that you. I don't want it. I'm happy that you received it at least, because I don't have that many following. So I was thinking to. But now that you're here, I was thinking that maybe we can speak about Pleiadians. I was actually planning to read the Pleiadians, but then maybe we can do Lyra. So first I will do perhaps Pleiadians if you guys enjoy this. And Sue, you remember it popped, yeah? Oh, thank you, Sue, for. I just came for a little while because I actually wanted to go upstairs, singing, practicing my music, but then something was calling me to perhaps just talk and feel the energies of this full moon. How do you feel this full moon, Sue? And and last time I felt my energy felt pretty charged. I don't know why. I was saying it earlier that whether it was a collective energy, but I felt quite charged, and I kind of felt I fried this Matt. I don't know his surname. I thought he was troll, and then I was pretty harsh to him. I hope it wasn't like I didn't want to feel like I'm frying him. I was just like very sensitive towards the topic because I know that many people do actually troll a lot, and not only in online but also in a real life, and they do actually judge um, a lot the age, the validity of people. So I felt pretty. I see two. I felt pretty sensitive towards that as well because I feel this collective energy feels sensitive. This collective energy feels like we truly um, are setting these boundaries. Like, but also I feel that if Matt wasn't, if he was really genuinely, or people like Matt are really genuinely feeling that way, like why would I believe someone who is younger, for instance, yeah? And I feel that this is our perhaps purpose or motivation to more peacefully, not that charged as I was, more peacefully to invite people like that to this more open mind. So yeah, next time I need to be more in my higher self. So I deleted the video anyways. I didn't like it. I want to keep just a positive vibe, and I didn't like that energy that I felt. Yeah, so it was weird. I know, I felt it so much as well. Like, did you feel it last time? I felt very charged. I felt weird energies. So I was a little bit pissed as well. Or I shouldn't be so street language like, but I was very little bit disappointed, and I don't think in my position I should be disappointed. I should always rise above it, but I was actually disappointed that people still choose to go online and write silly things on people's channels, like lowering energies on purpose. So yeah. So maybe it was a pre full moon energy, because pre full moon energy is usually very confusing and it's usually quite charged. It does actually have sense if we look it up. So I hope that if Matt decides to come again, we can talk about it in more peaceful ways. I have beautiful herbal tea today, guys, with a lot of honey. You know, I used to be vegan for like perhaps 6 years of my life, and most of my life, basically, almost all of my life, apart from small childhood period, I've been a vegetarian and vegan for perhaps 6 years, and then I went back to vegetarianism because of the circumstances of the particular country and lack of lack of vegan options here. So I never really wanted to eat honey, and I'm still very controversially in my head. I'm quite controversial about the honey because you know, and maybe I'm meant to talk about this as a voice for animals and nature, and this comes to mind. Bees. Why most of the vegans don't like to eat honey, or why the honey is for some very controversial food regarding to whether it is good for the bees or not. And what I came to my own insight from that, and as well from reading some articles about bees, and I want to share it with you guys, perhaps as an inspirational motivation of what motivated and inspired me. Yeah. So the bees, if they are of a beekeepers, there's a quite of a cruelty in the commercial beekeeping honey industries. I don't know if many of you heard it, but the commercial bee making honey making industries usually have a very cruel conditions towards the bees, and then when the honey comes from it, they are basically disposed of, and in many cases in a very horrible conditions. They fire them up, or they put them in the black bags, and then the sun basically burns them, and or they just burn them with the fire. So that's why vegans and myself also didn't eat honey or commercial honey for a long time. So nowadays, if I do take a honey, I take it from a local village beekeeper whose honey is created by human way. Yeah, the bees are receiving are usually also the organic way. Why I personally do take the honey, let's say, because if the beekeeper at least from, I don't know, the 50%, let's say, yeah, if he feeds his bees with honey they made, which is very healthy for each bee, their own honey is their own medicine, and not replacing it with the sugar water like many commercial beekeepers and also many beekeepers around do, which doesn't have any benefits, health benefits for the bees. So those bees live much shorter lives, and then usually those commercial ones dispose of them in very cruel ways. So if I take the honey, I prefer a beekeeper that feeds his bees with the honey, and you can feel it in the honey, you can taste it in the honey if there was because the honey that tastes more like a sugar, it's mostly that the bees are fed by the sugar water, and that doesn't really help the bees to have a healthy life. So I always make sure that the honey I take is from a human conditions, because I feel sorry for those bees. And then there's another aspect, okay? Because there's beekeepers that have their domesticated bees, yeah, different from wild bees. and those domesticated bees, they go and collect honey from all the wild nature, but they don't pollinate, meaning that they don't exchange between flowers. They take honey. You know how pollinating goes. That's why there is this collective understanding that the bees that are domesticated are really just taken, so they don't help Mother Earth to reproduce itself or to create itself through the pollination. And because of growing of the numbers of domesticated beekeepers and this kind of a system, there was this collective fear that the wild bees are dying off because they've been um, the only ones that pollinate the flowers in the wild nature. And if they will die out because the domesticated bees overpower them, because sometimes they may even, let's say, I don't think in many cases, but they may even, let's say, fight. Yeah, but most of all, they just like um, take honey from those flowers and don't allow the wild bees to, to get there. Stuff like that. I think that was one of the very interesting documentary I've seen about the bees, and I read an article as well. So, what do you guys think about honey? And I've just found a beekeeper here in a local village, and I'm getting honey from him because he does have all these beautiful, yeah, he has a lot of animals, and he has bees, and he loves these bees, and he feeds them with the honey that he collects, and he's really loving towards them. He gives them love with his father as well. And I believe when they're are old, they die themselves, and he doesn't burn them off or anything like that. So that's why I do actually take honey from him. And I'm grateful because it's beautiful honey, like very, very healing. When I take it, I can feel the Mother Earth flowing through me. Yeah, I always thank the beautiful bees for giving us such a beautiful honey. So I love both domesticated bees and wild bees. Yeah, I love all of them, all the different types. But I wish they would find balance. Yeah, balance where there would be enough amount of wild bees as well as these domesticated bees, because on the other hand, like these domesticated bees, they do create honey, and it does benefits health of a humans, yeah, and some animals that drink it or eat it. So it also gives back this way to Mother Earth. It may take perhaps from the flowers which the wild bees need to pollinate, but on the other hand, it does feed a lot of bodies of a human beings, which is a natural nature. So if you look at it from this perspective, it's actually quite a beautiful cycle of life. What I don't like is if there is action of cruelty, unnecessary cruelty made by some human being, like most of the times, yeah, a species. If there is some unnecessary cruelty, like firing bees just like that, yeah, and letting them die in the plastic bin bag, like that's a cruelty that it's unnecessary. They can be in some more human ways. So I cannot support that as an animal advocate and animal and Mother Earth voice and advocate. I can't. 3 4 4 4. So a lot of ringing in your ears, yes, Sue? Yeah. Which sides? you get in downloads. Yeah, I've been having some of those as well, and I've been having very interesting dreams as well, like those prophetic warning dreams. And that dream about the catfishing was vile. I knew that there was a collective message. I knew it. I felt it. I need to speak about it. There's so many people being catfished all the time. Yeah. And it's very sad, not only for the victims of the catfishing, but also for those that had been copied. I cannot imagine that, and I don't even want to imagine that somebody would copy my being, me. Why? Yeah, that's crazy. Why would somebody do that? Or copycats and catfishing, they could actually be connected together. Yeah, why not to be just authentic? I feel has connection with this this collective energy of, as we spoke about in past live streams, of becoming more authentic. Like the universe is guiding us at this period of time, especially like all the collective uh, has been guiding us uh, for stepping into our full ultimate authenticity. And what is not authentic will be exposed to the light. It will be triggered and it will crumble until it comes into its authenticity. You know. Hold on, I need to do the heating. Okay, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Strange headaches, yeah. Uh, so, and anyone who would be interested, if you are going through the headaches period, which is basically all this DNA activation, that we will have a lot of different symptoms like headaches, back pain. For instance, I've been for past weeks having like blocked spine, like sciatica. Yeah, I have it quite from time to time. Yeah, once in a while I get sciatica and I get my spine blocked from 1 to 3 weeks. And I think it's usually around the time when we are going through a shift. So we are going now through the shift with this 3i Atlas support to activate our DNA, our dormant DNA, as we spoke about it. I think it's about 12 parts. And scientists and medical field people, they couldn't really name that so-called dormant DNA, so they called it junk DNA. But to the truth of it all, it actually is dormant, and it was meant to be dormant until this very period where this galactic federation sent this Tria Atlas that is activating as we speak this dormant DNA one by one. And we are receiving a lot of symptoms like headaches, back pain, limb pain, knees, elbows, yeah, teeth, all that is part of this activation of a DNA. Okay, and wherever the blocked energy is within every each of us, that's where it's going to hurt. For instance, I believe my back, my highest symptom now is lower back pain, because we carry a lot of burdens and heaviness on our back. Yeah, It could be physical load, it could be psychological load, emotional load, and we all store it in our back. So it gets this blockage, and that's where the 3R Atlas it works. This moment on my lower back and the burdens and the heaviness. So I am going through the periods when all that is triggered so that I would release it. So for headaches, it could be perhaps overthinking, it could be perhaps blocked energy in the mind, yeah, it could be uh, changing shift of perceptions as well as 3i Atlas is working on the crown chakra, third eye chakra for you, Sue. And for me, with the lower back pain, anybody that has a lower back pain, it works with our root chakra and sacral chakra. So it's a chakra of survival, almost like, so a lot of grounding uh, experiences as well as the creativity perhaps. And for instance, if somebody is suffering or is having a lot of symptoms in their stomach and digestion, it could be a solar plexus chakra that is being activated that time. And yeah, people experiencing the heartbreaks, healing from the heartbreaks, raising above it, and this entire closure of a cycle, it is heart chakra activating, and so on and so forth. The throat chakra, yeah, you may start having colds and laryngitis and feeling like cold, yeah, uh, scratching and then scratch. How do you call it? Sore throat and sinuses, yeah. It's all throat chakra, and the headache is third eye chakra and crown chakra. So our body responds as a reflection to which actual chakras are now being worked out, being activated. So we all will be having all these symptoms and tiredness, yeah, and tiredness because it 42. Let me tell you, okay? How ya? Do you want to say hello? Come on, happy. Happy to. My 20-year-old cat came to say hello. Do you want to see her? Mitzi, come, puppy. Up. Look, everybody. This is Mitza. She's 20 years old. Hi. Do you want to say hello? Yeah, she doesn't want to look. Yeah, she's like always doing, but not like a negative. Now she doesn't really like being carried. I just did it for now, yeah. Sorry, Mitzi. Sorry, I know you don't like it. She's not really against it, but she must be in the mood, and today she wasn't in the mood. She's 20. Oh my gosh. And we had one cat as well. She was 18 or 20 as well, and she came with the purchase of this home that we live now, my mother. And she was living with two families before us. So there were two more families living for past 200 years in this home. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? Amazing. She loves life and she loves eating. She's very thin, but she actually doesn't have much teeth left, and so she only eats the soft food. So every 5-10 minutes, she's coming to us and she's like, brr, 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 and she wants to eat. Very, very amazing. I love watching every single cat that we have. We have 5 cats, and their personality is that they're amazing differences, and it's like a telenovela. Literally, I'm watching like a sitcom comedy here. Like, it's amazing. I love living with animals, and I recommend every one of you to have animals. For. I love them. They are the most beautiful blessing to us as a humanity to actually voluntarily experience life with us. They wouldn't have to. They know it all, but they just choose, because yeah, they also, some of the souls that incarnate in the animals, they choose to um, grow more in some way. Yeah, so it's all connected. So I love being blessed by living with all these beautiful beings. And it's beautiful how they, all of them, how they love Sammy. They, each of them has a special relationship with him. He doesn't really like to cuddle with cats. He only loves cuddle with me, but he doesn't really like cuddling with the cats. The cats come to me, to come to him, and he kind of like this loving but cold brother. Anyways, so thank you for being here. Um, yeah, you also have a lower back pain. No, you never had any of these. Okay. Oh dear. So that means that you have that uh, part of your chakras in balance, which is great. You have them balanced, and you know, all my generational um, lineage on this earth. If I look at the lineage of my earth family, it all comes with, and usually you may experience it with your family, anybody that's watching, that this lineage repeats certain cycles, and certain chakras has been generationally uh, blocked to be transcended, you know. And then comes a member of the generational lineage that uh, their purpose is to close this cycle and transcend it into the healing. And then that lineage doesn't repeat any longer the karmic cycle. So for instance, in my earth family generational lineage, it was usually around fear and sacred chakra. So it was a root chakra and a sacred chakra. um, for others it could be headaches, migraines, um, depressions, and yeah, and could be the crown chakra and the third eye chakra generational cycle. It could be mixed as well, of course. Yeah, it's shaping you. You're going through a shaping of your body from more carbonate to more crystalline, and your DNA is activating. That's it. We all have this process at this period of time, and I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful that we all having these experiences, because it makes me feel it for real that it's happening. Yeah, we are rising. It's inevitable. Yeah. How do we release these stuck energies? By facing them. We first need to face those energies. We need to go through the process of alchemizing it. As anything else, this also needs to be that way. You can also help yourself by meditations, or perhaps whichever block energy you have. You also, like, you are Arcturian origin, or you have a connection to Arcturians, yes? So you have a natural healing abilities. And anybody that sometimes feels tingling here, yeah? Uh, that's a healing. Reiki, or healing doesn't have to be Reiki. Reiki is Japanese term for universal energy. Rei, universal energy key. So use Arcturian connection you may be also healers. So if you want, you one of the ways we can also help to unblock these energies is to stimulate these chakras in and heal those ourselves. um, if you take a deep breath, yeah, and imagine, put your hands together and start brushing it off like that, okay, on each other, and just like very consciously, yeah, and brushing it off at the first under each chakra, yeah. It kind of charges the energy, and imagine while you're brushing this hands, imagine in between your hands the golden and white light coming from your crown chakra, from high of the source, through your crown chakra, through your cord, into through your hands, and going all the way, and then going into your palms, and then imagine spreading your hands, fingers together, and seeing this beautiful ball of divine healing golden white light energy. Let's do it all together. Let's do it now, okay? This is this guided meditation. Finding your healing ability, activating your healing ability, activating your healing in your own being. So let's take a 3D breath. Imagine with your hands as you move them along. Imagine this beautiful white light and golden light ball around you. This beautiful globe of golden light and white light energy. And move your hands as if you were holding that ball in your palms and spinning it slowly around. As you spin it slowly around, it grows. You are charging more and more universal energy coming through your throat chakra. You may start feeling tingling on your crown chakra space right now, or itching. That means that beautiful golden light and white light healing energies beautifully pouring through your crown chakra to your heart and your palms. And as you spinning it slowly, it grows. It's warmer and warmer. Can you feel it? It's this beautiful white and golden ball of energy is now as big that it touches your heart, and your heart chakra is activating through that huge globe, and you with your palms beautifully surrounding it and charging more and more with your heart. Now you feel pouring from your heart inside, in between your hands, inside of that beautiful white light and golden light ball. And you embracing it all around, just like you would be embracing Mother Earth. You feel this beautiful tension in your heart chakra as it's activating her divine light, and all that is burning in your heart chakra, now it's released into that light, and you pulling it, pushing it out into the space of cosmic space. And you are cleansing your being, each chakra one by one. Everything that feels like pins or needles or burning, imagine that in black colors, and those colors you cut with your hands of that golden white light energy is cutting all the blockages out. Bring me back to the universe, to be one with universe and alchemized into the light. Now with your hands, slowly heal the wounds and the cracks and crevices in your heart, where the pain, the blocked energy once have been. Now it's gone. And you feel that beautiful warmth spreading all around all heart and within. Slowly breathing in as the heart chakra expands with that beautiful golden and white light that is spreading all around your being in all beautiful colors. And you with your hands are washing yourself with all these beautiful colors, purifying your being, purifying your aura, cleansing all from debris of past energies. And you thank to the one, all that is the universe, the Mother Earth, your higher self, all angelic beings, galactic beings, and all beings of divine realms and spirit realms and animal kingdom beings for this co-creation and healing, mutual healing of all. Now we are sending this beautiful light into the space and all dimensions and all these other beings. As we are connected, we are one with all the light. You are the beam of all that is light, and now you feel it through your crown chakra, slowly flowing through each chakra of your core. As you pace with your hands, your palms, through each, you feel from your palm that soft stream pouring in each chakra, that warm, beautiful stream of light into each chakra, and every part that is blocked will burn, feel like pins. You may start feeling in your third eye chakra, you may start seeing that blocked energy with each circulation of the light pouring in. You may see it leaving into the space, softly purifying each part. And those black spaces, no longer black, has been filled now with the golden light and the white light. As you pour it from the heart, then the spiral of healing light is sealing all chakras, even the 8th chakra, the star chakra above our head, has been activated. With our hands, we softly circulate around about 20-30 centimeters above your head. We have this beautiful star chakra, 8th chakra, that is chakra of our higher self, that activates all at once. And go through each chakra, feel each chakra and its energy. By circulate movements, we cleanse, purify and activate each chakra. Feel which chakra burns the most and feel the sensation of each chakra, and your intuition will tell you what it needs. Whether it is pleasant feeling, that is a healing. Whether it is unpleasant feeling, that's how we release the blockages. Imagine each unpleasant feeling turning into this beautiful relief as we take out all the blocked energies. You can do the movements as you see me, that way, visualizing how all the dark blocked energy of fear, anxieties, heartbreaks, disappointments, resentment, energies of hate, self-hate, and all is leaving us. All the abandonment energies, all the energies of loneliness, all the energies of betrayals and disappointments, whatever it is that you feel or that anyone feels, are now released and filled through this beautiful pouring stream of golden light and white light. Every empty space is filled with that white and golden light, and with the circling movements we seal again the beautiful parts and wounds, and we feel how we lifting lighter, how all becomes peace. Feel each sensation of each chakra and connect with your third eye, with your intuition, what it shows you as it is releasing. That's what was meant to be released. You are now releasing the generational blockage. You're transmuting it now, that no longer will be repeated anymore. You are now the one that has purpose to close this cycle and change the trajectory of this generational lineage into healed version. one by one, wherever it guides you. Let your body be led. Each movement by your higher self. Don't think. Be in the back seat and observe. Be the observer of this beautiful healing. Each time you sit and make an intention to heal yourself, listen, do your inner guidance. Each movement knows what it's meant for, because those of you that naturally feel those healing is meant to heal, because perhaps you exist in Lemuria times as a healer. Your DNA remembers it, your hands remember it, your higher self remembers it. Your physical mind is just observer, just the witness of what is, as your body presents itself with divine healing. We all are connected to that divine source light. Each time our intentions leads to. We are so powerful. We are the creators. We just must realize that whatever we are attracted to, whether it is healing, whether it is other things, remember, you are the creator. You are the one that chooses. You are the choice. You are the commander of your own next step. Let our physical minds take a back seat and observe and witness. When we feel intention of something, let it. Don't overthink it, because that's the right path in the right moment. We will remember every step, because our beings had been activated to remember how we healed and created and existed in times of Lemuria, Atlantis, as past incarnations of us, the versions of us have lived. It's now activated in our DNAs. You may experience new activities and abilities within yourself. Be the witness, be the observer. Don't question it, don't overthink it. You might start seeing beings of different dimensions. You may be experiencing mediumship. You may start experiencing healing abilities. Your palms may be burning. You may feel the energy. Practice with it. Imagine that golden white light always expanding as you, with your third eye, activates power. Your third eye, your pineal gland, is the receiver of that divine collective knowledge, consciousness, knowing. And whatever your soul assigned and being gifted with will activate. We just need to open to it, accept it, embrace it. Connect with it and expand it. Feel it, receive it, and be it. And as we flow and go through each new day, sooner or later, we all connect together and naturally start this beautiful connection and exchange of abilities, not because we want to trade or we want to gain, but because we want to be in our authentic self, and we want to give and share what we are, who we are. We no longer find relevance in demands, greed, needing material things. We, after being activating all the dormant DNA, will remember and feel more connected to the real values of civilization that operates on higher dimensional consciousness of giving, love, light, harmony, peace. As we all know it from within, we all are aware of our purpose, because it slowly is activated from within us and naturally lets itself be felt. So be an observer of your own body, mind, soul, heart. Every little change is for our highest good. And if we feel it with a gratitude that it is here to heal us, teach us, expand us, it's a vibration of gratitude over a vibration of luck. It's a vibration of abundance rather than luck. It's vibration that transcends the vibration of luck. And rises the collective from the more dense energy. And gradually we arise and transmute all the dense vibration energy. And then we came into the 5, 6 dimensional energy, where we exist only as unity, in love, light, harmony, and peace. I feel strong presence of Pleiadian, and this divine guidance is exact Pleiadian purpose towards us as a humanity. Let us feel the Pleiadian divine wisdom through. This is why Pleiadian galactic family chooses to support this collective rising of our humanity from polarity into unity, to enlighten our consciousness, to choose unity and love and harmony over division, separation, and chaos, judgments. And through this activation of DNA, with the help of this three-eye atlas being, this evolution of our humanity consciousness is more faster because we are ready as a humanity to cross that dimensional bridge. We have learned enough from pain, from hate, from separation, from distortion, from control, from dominion, from compartment, from exploitation, from heartbreaks, deception and betrayals. These were subjects on this school of life that we watch you with admiration. How beautifully you go through each of them as a humanity and naturally turning it into love. That's where the source expands itself through its fragmentation and polarity. It expands in knowing. Every negative situation that each of us experience is the teacher, and the heart is the compass that brings direction, shows direction. And each one of you that choose love over hate, unity over separation or division, peace over argument, compassion over resentment, that's where the light of the divine, cosmic creators That's where it all expands into the higher timeline, where polarity no longer exists. That's where we are heading as a collective, inevitably. Now we are in period of becoming our true selves, fully activated in our DNA. Therefore, we reach the point where we are clear about each of our purpose, and it balances itself out into the beautiful blend of giving and the service to others, as naturally falling as each domino piece, and then rebuilding as each puzzle piece, where each of us unique beings, with each of us unique shapes, we fit exactly where we are meant to, with divine timing and divine guidance. As we are not alone, we are guided at every step. Therefore, nothing is to fear, because everything is taken care of exactly as it's meant to, and we are guided, gradually expanding, inevitably going towards this collective unity, that every look back in our past feels more irrelevant, because it no longer makes sense to us only to look further in front, because we now know, we see it. As our DNAs will activate, it will be natural flow, knowing why we came here for, what we are meant to do, will become natural, and no looking back, carrying the energy of past into the future, into the present. It will become clear that it will automatically become left in the old side of the bridge. So we are in the period where we are stepping and crossing the bridge between the old paradigm into the new paradigm. In more and more masses, you may experience encounters where you may be guided to say something that that particular person exactly needed to know that moment. Or you end up being in a situation where you are the student and you are meant to hear something. These synchronicities may be so much more clear to each of us and noticeable, so much more obvious to every one of us, appearing as if the divine hand of all that is guiding us right now, one by one. Witness it. Don't question it. Don't overthink it. Be open to anything that is beyond the old conception that you were brought up in or you lived until now. Beyond any religion's limitations. Anything unusual. Observe it with clear knowing that everything that appears is possible, realistic, and is all that is. For example, if you've never believed in ETs, extraterrestrials, different races of the planets, galaxies, and universe, and you walk outside at night and suddenly you see cosmic spacecraft. Don't question it. Don't overthink it. Don't deny it because the old perception and paradigm would deny existence of it. But observe it, feel it, open your mind to it, take it as it is, as a factual isness. Because that's what it is. You have reached the multidimensional perspective of self. You have risen from 3D density of consciousness into 4th and 5th density of your consciousness. That's how we're going to experience new events, newness. Why would one deny something that is visible? Because the old programming doesn't allow it to exist in it, within it. But now we are coming into the bridge that we've crossed it already, coming towards the end of the other side, where we suddenly dropped the veils of illusions that the limited religions, systems, paradigm of old matrix programmed humanity to believe. All this will start feeling more like home rather than strange thing, strange events. We will feel it from within because we will remember it in our DNA, in our heart as a compass. We will feel naturally this energy of home and familiarity. Once we see the new being in front of us, whether it is galactic being or spacecraft or spirit in our homes or passed over member, suddenly we may see them as a hologram. That's the multi-dimensional veils are fading out. All dimensions will eventually become united. So each of us will experience naturally, just like animals and trees and nature is experiencing itself, multidimensionally, seeing all at once. and it will become familiar and natural to us. The delimited concepts will no longer seem relevant either. Time will become soon irrelevant too, because in that higher dimension, a multidimensional consciousness, the sense of time will shift. This is the natural, gradual progress of us as humanity, as Mother Earth also rises. We as a collective naturally grow from within as each individual unique pieces. So let us each day wake up to the new day with gratitude, with visions of the words that you wish to see, rather than fears that you feared of being. Because we are, each of us, the creator, the visionary, the alchemist, the magician. Just like if you imagine the technology that you create with your consciousness, that's how it works. Whatever you visualize will physically manifest in front of you. Event, a person, a thing. More you believe you are that powerful, more intense this becomes. Because that's how we are, that powerful. We were just programmed to believe we have no power. But this has been eliminated. This veil is lifting up, and we now know we are the power. We can bring these visions into existence through the visualization, the strong belief in its existence. We feel it through our heart, that feeling of gratitude and happiness that it is in its existence, and confidence that we are powerful to make it happen. This is the manual for humanity to manifest without control. How, when, and which way. This is for the hand of the oversoul, the higher self. You just let it out, as if you have sent the creation out into the world. Let's say you have written a song. Now you have sent it out into the world to grow on its own. That's how we manifest. We send it out as a fully created song, a thought, a vision, and we let it out to grow on its own, in its own time, with confidence that when it's the time ready, we will receive. It will be done. That's how universe creates itself, through us. Each of us on this planet, other planets and other galaxies, and each being having its or their individual unique purpose. Once the veil of understanding, realizing and discovering, even the most rigid and skeptic groups realizing, discovering, understanding the existence of other galactic beings and other beings of other dimensions like angels, passed over spirits, galactic incarnated beings on other planets and galaxies, meeting one another in beautiful unity, multidimensionally, in full awareness of each, without fear, doubt, or denial. That's when we all create new Lemuria, Atlantis version, but on the higher timeline. And we are ready. We are already inevitably moving forward. So whatever shadows there still exist, this is just the ending that is slowly brushed off by our higher consciousness, vibration, energy of love, instead of hate, of unity instead of separation. We can create the new systems by creating a new ways of exchanging between one another. And we grow from within. We grow from inside out. Each of us are guided to take a certain path, and therefore we all will inevitably meet in the middle. We all are connected interdimensionally, intergalactically. There will be no space for low vibration energy, no space for skepticism, no space for rigidity, no space for limitations of mind, no space for fear, no space for anger, no space for hate, no space for wars, no space for separation. Because the universe is energy. This creator of all that is energy. Therefore, we inevitably raise our energy. We erase the dense negative energy. More positive energy enlightens the shadow. More light, more candles are lit, more the shadow is erased. That's how we grow. By rising consciousness, releasing the limitations that our minds created, by embracing what is appearing in front of us with ultimate, absolute acceptance of its existence, with absolute embrace of its existence, with absolute trust in its existence as it appears in front of us, as absolute gratitude and love. That way, the collective vibration of love and unity becomes more and more powerful over the shadow. Only that way we can change the world in better, not by expecting external leaders to do it for us. This was an illusion of all matrix perception. The 3D density, polarity, division, separation, perception, perspective, where humanity had been manipulated to believe that we need external leaders. Not anymore. Because this awareness of this comes from within us as every other wisdom. So even those shadow leaders will become irrelevant to every one of us, that eventually they will be erased. Why and how? They naturally fall off their high chairs. Because they will have no public, they will have no one to feel them relevant, because we have other ways to connect together by exchanging. So what has the world experienced for past decades, or the shadow, darkness needed to be experienced so that the humanity would awaken into the sovereignty that each of us are. And therefore, we Pleiadians are so grateful to be witnessing this at first hand. By being walking beside you, enlightening your power with our light, just like two candles standing next to each other, and one candle lighting up the other, showing the other candle its own uniqueness, its own power to shine. That is our purpose, not to be mistaken for gods by humans like we were in past, not to be mistaken as gurus, not to be mistaken as someone above you, but to be the brothers and sisters that we are, to encourage you and remind you who you are, how powerful you are on your own, in your own uniqueness and authenticity. So, dear ones, remember that you are powerful. Let's put our hands in front of our heart and say, with this gratitude and sovereignty, I am powerful. I am the being of light, and I am powerful. I am the creator of my own reality, but also I am a candle that is part of a collective. Light of one unity. Take 3 deep breaths to anchor it within us. That was beautiful and deep. Thank you, every one of you that have been experiencing this with me in life. And for those of you that will hear the replay, I hope you will feel this magical Pleiadian energy and divine message that we have been blessed with by our beautiful galactic brothers and sisters of Pleiadian constellation of planets. And let us anchor these beautiful messages deep within us, and let us be open. Let us be the witness of all that is unfolding in front of us, without judgment, without denial, without old paradigm. Let it be in the past and think of the past. Now we have activated with this beautiful meditation and the divine channeled Pleiadian message by them. Let us feel this deeply, integrate in it, and look forward with gratitude for this beautiful creation, co-creation of the beautiful united world for us all. So not only us, but also all the beings of other dimensions and planets and galaxies and all animals and all beings of Mother Earth nature are proud of us, proud of its beautiful unity, unfolding of this world where nobody suffers anymore, that where nobody hurts, where nobody is mistreated, because that's where we are heading naturally and inevitably. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful energy stream much better than last time. So it means that the full moon has truly released all the dense energy that had been collectively holding us back, dragging us down the lower stream. Now we have risen. Now we are floating like feathers above the stream. And I have ringing in this ear, right ear. So let us feel it integrated and let us continue in that vibration everywhere we go. Let us be that light. Thank you all so much for listening, for your beautiful love and hearts. I see you, and I hope we'll see each other next time. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye bye, dear Sue. Have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed this. Love and light. I could feel the healing for all of us, and I'm so grateful for this beautiful experience. And even though I didn't know what will I be guided to, or where will I be guided when I started this live stream, I'm grateful where we ended up being. So thank you so much. I love you all. I'm sending a lot of hearts as well. I don't have my pink heart here, but I hope you can feel my heart. And by the way, did you feel that healing energy 15151? Have you feel it? So have you felt anything, any chakra more particularly vibrating during that meditation, by the way? I wonder what was felt, how you felt it, which chakra have you felt more um, activated, or have you felt each chakra changes? If not now, anybody, it can come later on, yeah. For instance, while you sleep, it can come in its own time, but it means that we had been activated at this moment and the chakras are already renewed and working one by one. You felt it, yeah? I'm grateful. Your head, so it's definitely in your crown chakra and third eye chakra. And your hands, yeah, your healing points, yeah. Arcturians are very connected to healing, yeah. That's why you may feel it in your palms, yeah, because of your Arcturian experiences. I mostly feel it in my heart all the time. I feel it in my heart, in my hands, because my Pleiadian and Lyrian and Syrian energies, connections, vibrational connection and origin is mostly in the heart. So I usually, when I heal, it comes through the heart. Definitely, the beautiful Pleiadians actually came to the divine message. I could feel them around me. I could feel them around me, and I'm so grateful. And I have some notes as well for more informations regarding to their origin and how they appeared. And I mentioned something in the last some of the last live streams. I touched upon a few, so I would like to talk about them more depth, because the Pleiadians are actually the closest to us, even the vibrationally closest to us, also by visage, by the way they look, they are most closest to us. They appear to be versions of we have a most connected DNA with Pleiadians as well, and they're also very close. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, dear Sue, for being here for all this time, because today it's only you. So anyways, I will go off. not sure what my divine self will bring me next. 15511. But it says change, yeah? 15511. So I guess it will guide me to sync. Or rest. Anyways, I wish you all the best, everyone. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, dear Sue. And I will definitely come next again. Mm, yep. So, bye bye. Have a beautiful time. I feel so zen, like very, very zen now. And that's where we want to be, in our alpha state. Yeah? So called zen is like alpha state. Beta frequency, where most of humanity usually moves, is between like a logical work, home, tasks, errands, logical thinking, and problem solving, and all that stuff. Yes, very, very beta. Alpha is this zen, like when you meditate or when you are in this quiet, silent stillness. There's the alpha, the dreamlike states, where you may have visions, when you may have dreams, and the dreamlike state. That's the theta. And we are all going to be operating in those theta, gamma, delta in future. It's not going to be only certain channelers. It's not going to be only a psychics, but it's going to be natural for us, just like a sense of smell, sense of touch, sense of, those five senses. The other ones will be as clear as those ones. So we will be activating now. 3i Atlas is the beautiful program being by the galactic family to help activate it in us. So that's why it's inevitable. And that's what, if you remember in past streams, I said that there was this hired agent, yeah, psychic agent by the shadow governments, the reptilians, that was meant to reveal to them how could they manipulate humanity more into this imprisonment. And he was just saying it's inevitably going and rising, the humanities, and inevitably, like, you have no more, it's a checkmate for you guys, it's a checkmate, he said to them. And he said, you can no longer manipulate humanity into oppression anymore, because it's divinely guided or destined for Mother Earth, as a planet Earth, as well as all that is within her and upon her, as a humanity is part of her, as branches of a one tree. It's inevitable growth and evolution. It's written in the destiny of planet Earth. So this planet Earth, along with all the beings on her, as well as us as a humanity, and all the star seeds that incarnated as humans in this planet Earth, came through the planet Earth. We experience it as well as actors and extras. We are like all star seeds that feel, as I was explaining in past, that the star seeds are mostly those that were incarnated outside of planet Earth and then experienced few lifetimes on planet Earth. Those of us that always felt cosmic and out of this world and never could really fit in, the Earthlings. But then there are so-called Earthlings, beings that were mostly incarnated as souls on this 3D, so experience all sorts of civilizations on this planet Earth, yeah, for billions of years. They are more anchored in this planet Earth, so they will feel the change in more intense ways, yeah. So all of us, right, will feel in a certain way and will be guided to act a certain way to create this immense puzzle piece, masterpiece of this cosmic existence. So he told them, like, it's inevitable, yeah? This humanity and planet Earth are inevitably evolving, so it's literally checkmate, and all you can do, you can move your pawns left and right for a certain period of time, but it inevitably ends up as a checkmate regardless. And that's where we are at the moment. That point came now. Yeah? So we all are experiencing incredible so-called experiences beyond, yeah, a previous ways we have been raised or whatever, yeah. And us so-called star beings or star seeds, yeah, we will start feeling that we will be put in front of people that may need to hear something that we are meant to say at that moment, and vice versa, to anchor ourselves as beings and to be able to become more familiar and more in tune, not feeling so out of this world anymore, because the planet Earth is rising, the Earthlings are rising, are opening to awareness of all of us beings, and we are opening to awareness of all of us beings, every one of us. There's no better or worse or higher or lower. We all are teachers to each other. So we are learning from Earthlings the history of all this existence. Because eventually all beings of multidimensional beings may live together on this planet Earth. All extraterrestrial beings, they've always been here, but humanity wasn't open, aware. Density has blocked the higher vibrational consciousness, so the humanity wasn't aware to see them walking among us, so they never left. Extraterrestrial beings have been perceived extraterrestrial beings only because humanity couldn't perceive them with the dense, limited perceptions, because the collective energy had been so polarized and so dense, and the high vibrational beings, like all extraterrestrial beings are of fifth or sixth dimensions, are not made of carbon-based bodies. That's why they appear like more like a hologram or virtual or more crystalline. Therefore, humanity denied their existence because they're programmed to believe that only that is of a matter, and there is a visual evidence and physical evidence of existence, only that is real. All else is illusion. And that programming had been going through the humanity's collective consciousness for many centuries, even thousands of years. Since the first appearance or dominion of patriarchal shadow-based empire, which was somewhere at the end of destruction of Atlantis. And it started in Lemuria as well. So, partially. And we are at this era, at this time, very important times. That's why so many starseeds have incarnated into this planet Earth. We are at this time of huge transformation, shift, and we are part of it. That's why many starseeds incarnated, to emit that light, to bring that light up and that awareness, along with collaboration with the Earthlings, anchoring this energy into planet Earth. There's some of us star seeds that have both of each of both. So bringing that galactic consciousness, that high vibration of light consciousness, and at the same time anchoring it in the 3D Earth. So many of us star seeds will start realizing the purpose of our existence in this planet, and more anchoring and integrating. And as well as the most rigid and skeptical beings of still 3D perception may experience, on the other hand, the expansion of awareness of multidimensionality of existence through different cosmic events happening, experiences, personal experiences with multidimensional beings that will shaken the old mindset or paradigm that they've been living until then. So everyone will feel it in a certain way. Hello Proxima, welcome. Hold on, I need to go to do the heater. Okay guys, I've got to go. It died on me. The fire died on me. I was too late. So I need to start it up again. So thank you so much everybody. I hope it all made sense. I feel so charged. I feel my heart chakra booming. I hope you guys feel it. I'm sending this beautiful energy to this video, so everybody that watches this video will be enlightened and charged with the same beautiful light of this Pleiadian essence. So thank you everybody. Again, I love you so much, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.